All right, and welcome to another episode of the Jumping the Rail podcast here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Rebin coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz, and it was we got quite a bit to talk about this week, Minderz, with what happened over the weekend.
I miss SmackDown though. So if I need to be filled in on anything, hey Dwayne, if I need to be filled in on anything about SmackDown,
Okay.
although I think I pretty well got it all from Royal Rumble, but
yeah, pretty much. It's let's see.
considering life got in the way and I missed it on Saturday night, so
Well, yeah.
dude, I avoided my phone. Do you know how hard it is to avoid your phone like the plague?
No, I do because I try to do that on Wrestle Kingdom days when they run their show at 4 a.m. and I have to wait until I can get home to watch it.
That was terrible. I'm like, okay, Facebook off, notifications off. Ugh. Dumb. Hi, Barry.
All right. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna talk all about the Rumble. We got a friend who's gonna be joining us in about half an hour who was there, kind of give us an on-site report.
I'm not gonna lie, I almost thought about us asking Dickie because he was there.
Oh yeah, but Dickie's probably sick of us after.
Oh, he has to be sick of us after last week. After Dickie Wabash from Mad Bash Wrestling. I'm sure he's sick of us.
If it was a crime to enjoy ourselves, then we were guilty as charged.
Ha! I see what you did there. Aren't you funny?
Hello. All right.
Holla!
All right. Well, Minderz,
Sorry.
you know how we always have to start. We gotta check your brain.
You already told me this was going to be tough. Dwayne?
This is gonna be a hard one.
Okay, hold on. Of course, he had no issues avoiding his phone.
Well, it's not like there was any football to watch, so.
That's true. That's this weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl this year.
It's
Chiefs?
Chiefs. It's always the Chiefs.
Chiefs and the Eagles? Is that what I heard?
Chiefs and the Beagles.
Chiefs and the Beagles. Sweet.
All right, Minderz, you're trying to stall.
Well, you told me it was hard.
All right. Well, without further ado. All right, it is time for Name That Wrestler. Minderz, you know how this works. I show you an old.
I enjoyed that music, though.
It is catchy. I show you a picture. It's you have to discern who it is. I will offer hints if necessary.
Okay.
This one is going to be tough. It's a twofer. There's two people in this picture, Minderz.
Jimmy and Jey Uso.
It is not Jimmy and Jey Uso.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
It is a black and white photo.
Great. Okay.
And they are two, we'll call them veterans, to be kind.
Okay.
All right.
To be kind. Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Do you need the music?
No, why don't you? Because I honestly don't have a clue. So why don't we just start off with the clue?
All right. Let me think on a good clue. The fella on the top there, the one that's standing. Ari does a really good impression of his boss.
He does a really good impression.
Dwayne, you are and Barry both wrong. They actually had the same thing. It is not the Briscoes.
I didn't think it was the Briscoes.
No.
Really good impression of his boss. Okay. Clue number 2.
Okay. I think I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you the guy on his knees with this hint.
Okay.
Man sweater.
The Dutch Mantel.
Yes, that is Dutch Mantel.
Okay, so if that's Dutch, Dutch was okay. Is that other guy like just really short, or is the angle?
He is quite short.
It's quite short. I wish I knew Dutch's partners better.
Would you like another hint?
Yes, please.
Evad's brother.
Evad.
Ari's going to get it off of that one.
Evad's brother. Bari does a really good impression of his boss.
Okay, AJ got it figured out, so don't check the comments.
Don't look at the comments. Okay. Okay, one more hint. Sorry.
Dungeon of Doom.
Kevin Sullivan. Dungeon of Doom was kind of a gift. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, Kevin has dark hair, not blonde hair. So that threw me off.
Mm-hmm.
And Dutch isn't very hairy in that picture.
No, he really wasn't. That's what threw me when I first saw this. I was like, that's not Dutch.
It does. But then I kept trying to run through who all the short wrestlers were that I could think of. Okay, everybody else got it before me. Congratulations.
Hey, I warned you it was going to be a hard one.
You did.
That's why I kind of threw you a bone with Man Sweater.
Yeah, I appreciate that one. Because I just remember us watching that, what was it, WCW?
Great American Bash 90.
Oh,
and
God.
You wanted to throw up.
I did the entire time. That was so gross.
Dutch is notoriously a very hirsute fellow.
Ugh. But he's worse than Albert.
Yes.
And that's hard to do.
It really is. He had kind of a, was it Jose Estrada in Los Pericuas that had the real hairy back?
Yes.
Good times. All right.
Can we get on to better things like, Hoot and Judy? And I'm really curious who the stooge of the week is.
Oh, it's a doozy. All right.
Bet.
Let's start with Hoots.
Mm-hmm.
Our good Hoot of the week. And I believe both of our Hoots and Judys are all from the Rumble, from what I saw.
Well, I still find it funny that I messaged you last night and I told you, I said, this is my Hoot, this is my Judy, I'll fight you.
And honestly, I didn't have either one of them as mine, but they're both good choices.
I was saying that's what you said, and I was like, all right, I don't have to fight him for him then.
No, you don't have to fight me.
Good.
Probably just stick sugar on me.
Nah, no, because she won't come within.
She'll just avoid me.
She'll just avoid you, which will irritate you. I will irritate you with sugar. That's how that works.
Yeah. Hey, I made a buddy on Saturday though.
No, did you?
Sammy.
Murder Panther?
Yeah, he let me pet him.
Wow. Murder Panther used to sit on my lap though. So.
Yeah. Last time I saw him, he kind of didn't give me the time of day unless I was giving treats.
Well, see, that's the way to murder Panther's heart.
That's true. All right, Hoot. Minderz.
Hoot. Oh, my Hoot first?
Your Hoot first.
I'm going Breaker. That's perfect. I love it. That's perfect.
Oh, that may be my favorite moment of the whole Rumble.
That wasn't quite mine.
Taking that goop. Does he have a thumb up his butt in that picture?
Well, first of all, the dude needs to learn how to take that spear. If he was going to take the spear.
Yeah, you don't want to take that from the side.
No, that was a terrible way. Did you see his leg afterwards?
I did. I think that was from going over the table.
Yeah, I think it was too.
Unless it was just a hellacious rug burn from the mat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. Hey, AJ says he'll take the less obvious good Hoot. Old Shambo is my good Hoot. Joe Hendry was doing his thing, and Shambo was just chilling in the ring, enjoying it. Belief in Joe Hendry brought the Scots and the Irish together. You love to see it. Hey, he forewarned us that comments tonight were going to be entertaining.
Yes. Oh, also he said his name.
Oh, there he is. Clap, clap, clap.
I hate that the audio is so far down from the pictures.
I know. All right, so Anthony Stockman, who's excited for Jay Uso? We will get into that here in a little bit, Anthony.
We'll get into the Rumble here in a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. No, Breaker. Plus, I actually did make notes on the Rumble.
I don't want to talk a whole lot about it. I just want to say.
I just want to get into Braun. He had 3 eliminations, which was second most in the men's Rumble.
3. Hold on.
I had 3.
Hold on. I told you I took notes. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 4. 3, like 3.5. He assisted on.
He assisted on what's his face.
Otis.
No, well, he took out. Oh yeah, because he took them both out at the same time.
I got Ron took out Carmelo Santos, assisted on Otis, and I show speed.
Yes.
So
That's
he had
who I had
3.5.
3.5.
All right. Well, my good hoot is also from the Rumble, and he actually had tied for the most eliminations in the Rumble match, and that is one Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
I wondered. Yep.
I thought he was going to take that Diesel role in this Rumble and just run through people. And
he
sure did. Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did. Although, I think, well, we'll talk about it later. Because when he came to the ring, there were some things that I sent messages about. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I've seen this before. So where have I seen this? So we'll talk about it in a little bit.
I am a big fan of Fatu. He's getting in that perilous heel that gets cheered territory.
Yeah, and I haven't decided if I like that or hate that. I kind of like it. I kind of hate it. I'm torn.
Yeah, but we'll get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
Minderz, your Judy, please.
My Judy was Jordan Grace.
She did a fine job in the Rumble.
She did a great job. Jeremy! Are you ready for the pandemonium? It's Jeremy. Jeremy's here.
Jeremy Hamilton, our buddy.
It's our buddy. Fatu was a beast.
Yes. He's perpetually a beast.
Yeah. Jordan Grace, though, I mean, come on. I can't decide if last year, and I can't decide which year was better, this year or last year.
I think last year was better.
I think last year was better only because Jacob is the son
Dwayne,
of Tonga.
yes, he is the son of the Tonga kid.
I think last year it was better for the simple fact she was more of a surprise.
Yeah, plus the matchups. She was matched up with Nia. She was matched up with Jade and Bianca and all them. They really showcased her a little bit more last year.
Well, we'll talk about what the reason she's okay. So the reason she's my good Judy is that Death Valley Driver she did on Piper.
Oh, yeah, that was impressive.
It was so good.
Picked her up like nothing.
Yeah, that was. See, now that one was probably my moment of the night. I loved that.
It was really good.
Yep.
I wish they didn't do the hug Naomi spot like they did last year. You can't do that every time she shows up in the Rumble.
Yeah, and yeah.
Kind of a poorly kept secret that she was going to be in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody assumed.
Well, yeah. My Judy, also from the Rumble, is one Roxanne Perez.
That was who I figured it was.
She set a record longest time in the Rumble, an hour, 7 minutes and 47 seconds.
A minute?
I misspoke. And last one in there was Charlotte, so kind of a statement on what they feel about Roxanne.
It really is. We can get into that more here in a little bit.
Yeah, but no, she did a great job. Came in at number 3.
3. Yep.
And stayed till the end. So kudos to Roxy. I'm a Roxy fan. I always liked her work. So
she's growing on me.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Well, before we get to our visitor, we got to get into our stooge.
Yeah, let's get into her. I want to see who the stooge is.
You got to show Mount Stooge more real quick there.
Right. I love Mount Stooge more.
Yes.
I hate the fact Caster's sitting on my head, but
yeah. Well, if you agree to put your face on the left side, then I'd have to take that bullet myself. But
yeah, but then I have Tony Khan sitting on my head. So,
are you questioning my placement of the 4 Stooges?
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. It really doesn't matter. But AJ said his good Judy was Roxanne. Actually, she had me believing for just a second she would pull it off.
I would have loved it if she would have won. But
me too.
Shocker.
Of course it is. Dwayne,
Wait,
my good
did
Judy
Nia
is
have the
Nia
most?
Jax. She did. She had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, looks like.
7. I have 7. No, 8.
8. Nikki Bella went out too.
Nope.
Yeah. I got 8.
9.
Wait,
I got 9.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7,
6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
I got 9.
I got 9 too. Right.
Okay.
There's nothing more entertaining than listening to two people count during a podcast.
All right, let's get to Stooge. Stooge.
So, in the time since last Tuesday, news broke that Triple H is getting inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Not for nothing, what took him so damn long to put him in as a single?
I mean, 29 career Rumble eliminations for Nia. She's literally eliminated the whole Rumble's worth of wrestlers. She really has.
Yeah. But anyway, talking about Triple H, and apparently he got put in by Nick Khan. That was his call, not Hunter's. And there was a lot of people complaining they thought that Triple H put himself in over, like, and somebody actually said over more deserving talent. And I got to say, who's more deserving than Triple H?
Who? Yeah, who?
And don't say Coco Beware, because we love Coco. But
we love Coco, but...
But anyway, so all of the Hunter haters are pretty stooge-worthy this week.
Well, yeah.
But I am going to
What is the one in particular that got under your skin?
I'm going to use their avatar, Vince Russo.
Oh, of course it's Russo.
Because, of course, he had to have an opinion.
Dwayne, he's still wrestling. He doesn't count.
What?
Dwayne said The Rock is more deserving.
The Rock can go in.
Huh?
The Rock can go in. I mean, Ric Flair and Mysterio went in as they were active wrestlers.
Yeah, but Trips deserves to go in. I'm sorry.
I say Hunter over The Rock, but
yeah,
The Rock is definitely deserving at some point.
He is, but at some point. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's people hate on Hunter all the time, whether it's because he's banging the boss's daughter or he's in the office or he always won, but I never bought into all that BS. So
yeah, no. Hey, if you think about it though, he's the one. How many Hell in a Cells has he done? Come on.
I've lost count over the years. He's got more wins than anybody in Hell in a Cell, I think.
Well, and then you got to figure most of our favorite Hell in a Cell matches are him and Undertaker, him and Shawn, him and somebody else. Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the one with Batista.
Well, that's saying something right there.
Yeah. It helps that Batista wore all white and then bled all over himself. So made for a good visual.
So it's fun.
But yeah, that just my advice to the students is get over yourself.
Hey, Jeremy agrees. He says the man has transformed the business for the better. Hunter understands the fans and the talent. He does.
I still don't agree with him putting Nitro Speed in the Rumble, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, me neither, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
All right. Okay, so that covers our usual business. What do you say we bring our visitor in, Minderz?
Yes.
Would you like to do the honors?
Well, no, because I'm going to screw up her last name.
That's why I was going to have you do.
This is one of my really good wrestling friends, Michelle K. That's how we're going to go with it, Michelle K.
That works.
Yep. You are a fellow Eddie Guerrero enthusiast and also kind of an OG listener back from when we first started this podcast. So,
oh yeah.
Sorry it took so long to get you on here.
Definitely, it's cool.
Okay, so we brought you in for a very specific reason because you were in Indianapolis over the weekend. And before we get into the Rumble, I got to ask about WrestleCon because I know you were over there.
Oh my God, it was crazy and wild. It was really cool because they had all the legends mixed in with the indies wrestlers, and it was just everybody there.
Did you get to see our favorite indie wrestler?
My favorite indie wrestler?
Uh-huh.
I have to think about that.
And obviously, yes, you did get to see him. That would be one Jake Oman, which is going to be on the pod in April.
Expo month.
Mm-hmm.
We have a whole month of Expo guests lined up.
We have a whole month of Expo guests lined up.
That's going to be really cool.
Yep.
So just I know comparison is the thief of joy, but how do you compare WrestleCon to the Expo? Because that's the one that we go to every year, but I've never been to a WrestleCon before.
Okay. The differences, I think, of course, Expo you have to pay for your ticket to get in, and that WrestleCon is free. You just, if you want autographs or selfies, that's what you have to pay for.
Okay.
So I think that's the biggest difference. They don't have any panels. So that's another difference. But
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a question. Dwayne wants to know, Michelle, how long have you been a fan and how did you become one?
I've been watching wrestling since I was little. So 30 plus years now. And I got into it because it actually started with my mom's dad. He liked watching wrestling. So she then watched it and then it just kind of trickled down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of, except my dad was the one that watched, so I always watched with Dad. And that was the only way I could stay up past 10 on a Saturday.
There you go.
You watch wrestling with Dad, you get to stay up and watch Saturday night main event. So,
Yep. Back when, you had all the beginning people, Andre was still going.
Yep.
So, yeah, those were the crazy matches back then.
They were definitely interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, who'd you get to meet at WrestleCon? Want to hear all the details?
My two big takeaways, I got to meet and talk with Dean Malenko.
Oh, nice.
Was phenomenal. He was having one of his good days. So good. He was able to do autographs with no issues. My other one, I met Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Yeah?
And he signed my Eddie Guerrero shirt.
Aww.
So that was really cool, and we got to talk with him for a little bit. So, but otherwise, we got to meet Jake the Snake Roberts, which we met him at Expo.
I say again.
Yep, again. He's fun to talk to, and I got to see. I knew he was having some health issues not that long ago.
Yeah.
So I got to ask him how he's doing, and he says he's doing a lot better.
Well, good.
Yeah. Good. Steffi got to talk to Rikishi to see if he was going to be at Expo, and he said, he's like, well, since you're going, I should be going. It's like,
Hey, Reb, don't do the mistake you did the last time.
Hey, The Rock did it too, so I feel better about that.
What did you do?
We did the picture with the finger, and I accidentally had my thumb out, so I did this in the picture. Actually, the lady taking the picture actually is the one that got mad at me.
Well, that's because Rikishi couldn't see it. And I just sat there and went like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, they had...
I got a redo, though, so we did it the right way.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. But yeah, they had Ric Flair there. He was off in his own room. But from what I heard, he wasn't looking too hot. So...
Well, time has not been kind to Ric Flair.
No, it hasn't.
If I'd known that, I would have sent my belt with you, because he's the only guy I need to sign my WCW belt. Because last year I got Sting, Luger, and Simmons to sign it.
Okay. Yeah, then him, Moxley, Renee Paquette, and someone else were in rooms to where you could only see them if you were buying their autograph or selfie.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay, big question. Did you meet Bill Alfonso?
No.
Dang it. You could have probably thrown our podcast name at him.
Well, have y'all, you know what? You were talking about Expo people. Have you talked to Lord Cruz?
I've sent him a message. He has not gotten back with me. So
he's been doing a lot of matches.
Well, right now, just kind of giving everybody a heads up, and it'll be on Tuesdays. We've got Jake Oman lined up. We've got Heather lined up. We've got Jack Vaughn lined up. So
we got Jeremiah Plunkett for the Tuesday after the Expo.
For Tuesday after. And so Lord is the other one that I was trying to get for or to finish out our week. But if not, we'll figure out somebody else in there. Nothing else, I might reach out to that Carson jerk. Right? Exactly. Might reach out to Carson, I guess. But
another wrestler that's really good is Ari. I don't remember her last name, but she's lined up to come to
Alexander, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Alexander.
She was Pillman Jr.'s ex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's when I met her. Was when I met Pillman Jr.
I actually met her at Danville. How messed up is that?
I met her in Ohio when we went there.
Yeah.
Nice. Dwayne has another question here. I think everybody that knows you knows the answer to this one. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
It's Eddie Guerrero.
I won't lie. I'm gonna have an empty spot for a Funko after Sunday because the one that I got for Nards is going to him. It's one of my Bill Murrays. So I've actually been checking on Amazon. I found an Eddie Guerrero one for like $20. So I'm happy to get that.
Bad.
Why don't you check at the expo first?
Yeah, do that. Steph found me one with his lowrider.
Okay. I may do that.
Because there's that Funko dealer that's there.
I always forget about that.
Because that's where I got Rhea, and that's where I got my Undertaker and Paul Bearer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
A couple of them there. So
I'm usually there looking for belts, but I can make a pit stop at the Funko stand there.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk Royal Rumble. Number one, who were you most looking forward to seeing in that? Either Rumble match. It was a surprise.
The men's, I was looking forward to Cena. You know, he was my go-to to see in person. You know, 'cause I've never gone to a match where I've seen him, so that was really, really cool. The women's, I was really hoping Alexa would make her return there,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just flabbergasted when she did. So.
Yeah, because she was kind of up in the air. Nobody was exactly sure if she was going to be there or not. I actually read something today that she was kind of a last-minute addition, and Shotzi was originally going to be in that spot.
Yep. Yeah.
But I was glad to see Alexa. She had the cool little Brave tribute on her jacket, which was awesome.
Well, you know, not only on her jacket, she had like a patch of his pants on her skirt. My brother was telling me about that.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I just noticed the jacket. But
and plus the 6 was in her eye, in the doll's eye.
Was it really?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, there's a 6. There was a 6 on the doll's eye. I noticed that when she came out.
Huh.
I'll tell you, she looked good. She didn't have a whole lot of ring rust.
No. She looked phenomenal there. So.
Okay. Talk about Charlotte coming out. How was the crowd reaction for her?
It was like deafening. It was so loud. So.
Okay.
And it's, you know, it was cool where we sat. We were like right at the beginning of the walkout spot, right above it.
Okay.
So we got to see her whole twirl and all that. But it was wild because people stood, and it was like the perfect homecoming for her.
Okay. And how was the reaction when she won?
I think between the people around us, it was a little mixed, but a lot of people were happy. So I was a little upset personally, because I don't think someone who just comes back should be able to wear it. So.
Well, Charlotte's kind of Teflon at this point, though. She's kind of in that Cena spot as far as what she's able to do and all that business. But I mean, I picked, Roxanne Perez was my Judy of the week, so I would have loved it if she would have got the win on there. But I think smart money was definitely on Charlotte for that women's Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious about the reaction because of her reaction last night on Raw. She was getting just booed mercilessly pretty much from the time she came out there. So I was very curious about that. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
that is cool.
It kind of looks fiendy in the face.
It does.
Mhm.
I don't think that's a Lily. I think that's a fiendy.
This was a doll she brought out with her.
Yeah.
So, and it has the 6 in it. So.
Okay.
That is cool.
I was like, where is that stupid doll at?
But yeah, and you know what? I know a lot of people are hating on him right now, but I'm happy Jay won the men's royal.
I think Reb and I both kind of said it. We were talking beforehand. I think both of us have kind of come to terms with it.
I get it. I mean,
so we're okay with it now. I had not okay with it when it happened.
I kind of had to talk Barry and AJ down a little bit Saturday. They were not happy.
Can't imagine.
Well, I can sum
Especially
it up.
AJ.
When people say they don't understand why Jay won and they want somebody to make sense of it, I can do it in 2 words. Just, he's over.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he is.
I'd say he's the hottest babyface in the company.
Yeah.
Even over Cody and Punk.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's got the entrance. And you know they want that entrance in the main event of Mania. Coming out like through the crowd and doing the eating and all that business.
So, but yeah. One thing I was really surprised with the men's is, how quick Braun got out. I was kind of shocked with that one.
Yeah, he went in there for very long. I think his only elimination was Patu, right?
Who? Wait, which
Braun
one?
Strowman.
Oh, that one didn't surprise me at all.
Not Breaker, Strowman.
I thought she meant Breaker. I was like, wait, no.
Brown Strongman.
Brown Strongman. Got it.
Amazing.
Because he went out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because he came in 22nd and he was out 17.
What? You're counting back.
No. I wrote down a list of when everybody was eliminated and when they came in. He came in at entrant 22. He was the 17th one eliminated.
Okay. You do yours kind of weird.
How do I do mine weird?
Maybe it's just me.
It's you. It's all you. It's always all you.
But what Dwayne say? You got a little trigger happy there, Minderz. Some believe Charlotte will put Tiffany over as well. I think that's the match we're gonna get. But I'll admit, after last night, I'm kind of hoping we get the rubber match with Rhea. But
yeah.
But I got a feeling it's gonna be Tiffany, and I hope that Tiffany gets a win off of Charlotte. That'd
Let's
be
send her back down to NXT again.
I think she's. I mean, they put the belt on. I don't think they're gonna send her back down anytime soon. Not full time anyway.
Right.
Well, Charlotte's supposed to be on NXT tonight talking to Julia. Yep, she does have. So do I. Just mine happens to be on the computer.
I have 2 lists.
You can ask Bari. I was sitting in Turbo's chair with my iPad making notes of everything that happened on that pay-per-view.
And I have my handy dandy notebook.
Okay, so who was surprised that Rollins and Reigns went out as early as they did, and B, that Logan Paul's the one that threw out Punk?
I was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was perfect. Because if anybody else threw Punk out, like say Jey Uso eliminated Punk, they'd boo Jey. So they picked the most despicable, hateful little bastard they could and had him take Punk out. So, I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to hate Logan Paul more?
Yeah.
The only other option would be Dominic Mysterio, and he wasn't even in the match.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it was.
Or he was. Like, hang on, let me check my list.
Dom was 26.
There he was. Okay, yeah, that's right, he was.
I told you.
He wasn't in there very long either.
No. Which is okay with me.
Yeah. Right, me too. Barry said that Rumble.
He had a bad taste in his mouth after that Rumble.
Oh, I bet he did.
If you want to hear an entertaining rant, ask AJ how he feels about ISO Speed, by the way.
Okay, can I say that Braun's Oh my god, the spear. That was hilarious.
Oh,
watching that in person. Okay.
Oh, it was so much fun to watch it on TV. I can only imagine how much fun it was to watch it in person. Hey, Reb, Chris says that you do not have a very good list.
No, he doesn't. He can't see my list, so I take no stock in his statement.
Oh
There's
boy.
8 people in the Rumble towards the end that would have been a better pick to win than Jey Uso, Roman, Punk, Cena, Rollins, LA Knight, Priest. Dom, no.
No, Dom.
No Dom, AJ.
Everybody the AJ
Oh.
said makes sense. Oh, not AJ Styles too. But everybody AJ mentioned makes sense. But I think the more I think about it, and Big Help was listening to Bully Ray on Busted Open, and he's made it make complete sense that it was Jay. And like I said, he's got they're going to want that big entrance, and he's selling the merchandise. He's got the catchphrase and all that, so it makes sense. Now, the big question is he going to beat Gunther? Because I think he actually already said he wants to challenge Gunther.
Yep. Yeah, I think he said it that night.
I think so, like in the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's a better match than him and his brother had last year, I will be fine with it.
I have faith because they had a good match on Main Event.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see Gunther allowing Jay to have a bad match with him.
Yeah.
And also, right. Gunther's he's kind of another one of the guys kind of bulletproof at this point. He can afford to take a loss.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him drop that belt yet.
I mean, he's had it for a while. Anything under a 400-day reign is almost a disappointment for Gunther.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's had.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do we want to run through this real quick? I took such good notes, and I'm so proud of my notes. And then we're going to talk about that tag match. How was the tag match?
That was freaking outrageous. It really was. So it was. We were just trying to keep watching. It's like, okay, what's going on here? And yeah.
All right, let's talk about.
Gargano and the Guns have really good chemistry together, which helps that they're all from the same area. Papa Cooper, Jey Uso was the right pick. He's the #1 merch seller, and that celebration with that crowd afterwards was incredible to be a part of. Oh, I forgot he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Along with the crowd reaction on Monday proves they made the right decision. I mean, I wasn't really looking for him, so, how am I supposed to know? Seriously, who gets to stink out the joint with the worst match ever? I don't know. There's been some.
There has been some. But, yeah.
I mean, Tito Santana got saddled with the Executioner at WrestleMania 1, and then,
Wait, what'd you say?
No, the Executioner, not the Sexecutioner.
Oh, I thought you meant the Sexecutioner.
Who wants syphilis?
Who wants syphilis? That's a podcast you need to listen to, Michelle. That one was quite humorous. Kid Riot, he was a blast.
He was a riot.
He was.
All right, so run it down here.
We're gonna run it down. We'll start with the women's.
Start with the women. This might as well start at the beginning.
All right, so we got Io Sky and Liv opened it up.
Mm-hmm.
Roxy came out next. I'm curious, what was the pop like when Lyra came out? Was there a pop?
We were still trying to find our seats at that point. So I couldn't tell you. We just heard loud noises every time. But yeah.
I've heard mixed reports about she didn't get a big reaction, but
from what I could tell from the feed or from on Peacock, I could hear crickets. Like nobody seemed to care.
That's where Pat McAfee is so valuable because he just yells.
Yeah, and then of course she had her wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, kudos to Liv for fixing that. By the way,
yeah, right.
Probably a lot of fellows in the crowd weren't happy with her for that.
After Lyra, we had Chelsea.
President Chelsea Green.
Yes, President Chelsea Green. BFAP. I was never more excited to see somebody get thrown out of that ring.
Mm-hmm.
I hate her. I cannot stand her.
By President Green.
Exactly. Ivy Nile came out next.
I like Ivy in Royal Rumbles. It's a good performance.
I felt so bad for her. I mean, I get why they're doing it. They did the "You Suck" chant, but I'm like, what did she do? That's for Angle. That's not for her.
It's heat by association. And,
I guess. Zoe Stark was next. Lash Legend.
What you think?
Good.
I was going to say, how was Lash? Because she
She
looked impressive.
she was. I thought she was really good. So
What am I missing?
What?
What am I missing? I can't stand her.
Well, she's still green as goose shit.
Oh, maybe that's why.
But she's she's a crazy natural athlete.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't.
And she body slammed Otis once.
Well, that's fine, but I'm still just saying. I don't get it. Bianca was next. Then Shayna. Then Bailey. Then Sonya. Then Maxine Dupree. Naomi, Jada Parker, Piper, Natty.
Wait, hang on, slow down. Jada Parker.
Yeah, I love Jada.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to see her get a shot.
Hey, we haven't called that because you said
she was
Jada.
one of the ones we were throwing out. Yeah, you wanted Lola.
I said Lola, and he went with Jada, and I was like, either one of them I would be happy with. Let's see. Hold on. Chris Cooper, going back to the Jay versus Jimmy match. That match was terrible, and they both have admitted that.
Mm-hmm.
It did not connect with anyone, but just about everything since then has connected. True.
I agree with that.
AJ, I watched that Uso Mania match last year and said, well, that's the end of either one of them as a singles wrestler, and they've just chosen to keep going with it, and I hate it. LOL.
I do think that's the reason why they switched Jimmy babyface, so they don't have to wrestle each other anymore.
Then Bari, he likes that Jada.
Yeah. All right. Picking up at Piper Niven.
Piper. Then we had Natty. Then Jordan Grace. Michin.
Oh, wait, hang on. How was the pop for Jordan?
It was really awesome. I mean, she did great.
Oh,
I liked watching her.
Jordan was my good Judy of the week. So I really the Death Valley Driver she did to Piper.
Oh, God, yeah.
So cool. And yeah, I love her. I can't wait to see what they do with her. And I think it's going to be great. Then Michin. Then Alexa. Was the pop as loud as they thought it sounded?
It was like deafening. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. It really was. So
Zelina. Candice LeRae. Stephanie Vakir. Trish. Was the pop pretty big? I'm sure it was. But...
Oh yeah. So it was cool watching her in person too.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. He despises Mid Cardona with a passion of like.
He was extra tanny this weekend, by the way.
Oh, was he orange?
He was like really dark.
No, boy.
It didn't help he wore a pink suit, so.
Of course he did. Raquel. Then, of course, Charlotte.
That's Charlotte.
I'm calling her Charlotte. That's
Charlotte.
her new name. Julia.
Okay, I didn't like this. I thought Julia should be out of the Rumble because she's the NXT champion.
I wondered how you felt about that. I really did.
There's a precedent there because Charlotte challenged Rhea for the NXT belt a few years ago.
Then Nia. All right. Who was actually excited about this 30 spot? Because we need to sit around and have a talk. Because it was Nikki Bella. And all I could say is, what a waste. What a waste.
I'll be honest. I was hoping it was going to be like Asuka coming back at 30.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Becky.
Oh, I would have loved to see Becky come up.
Bari says AJ's rolling tonight, folks. Oh boy. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Sorry to crash your little party.
You're fine.
She was
right. I knew she did. All right, we want to run through the order of eliminations now. That was the order everybody came out. Dwayne, of course you would be okay with Nikki being out there.
Right?
All right.
Now, don't
So
pick on Dwayne. His lady didn't win.
I always do. He's used to it. He'll be fine. All right. So elimination number 1 was BFAB. I was so excited.
Hey, Minderz, what did you think of all the graphics on the bottom of the screen during the Rumble?
I liked it.
Me too. It was easy to keep track of things.
It was, because then I could be like, oh, did I miss elimination? Nope, I'm on the right number. I'm on the same number they're saying. So
And all that stuff was like on above the ring too, right?
It was on the Jumbotron and the screens around the stadium.
I hope they stick with that for
cool.
Rumbles going forward.
That's nice.
And
BFAB. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You know they're going to do a SummerSlam and a WrestleMania in Indy too, right?
Yep.
Coming up. I cannot wait for that.
All right. What, Papa? Oh, Papa enjoyed the stats.
As we get older, we like being able to keep track of things.
Right. So we had BFAB that was eliminated by Chelsea Green.
Mm-hmm. President Green. She's the recognized president of the United States.
Now, this next one was Lyra being eliminated by Ivy. So, in my opinion, I think Ivy should get it.
Well, they've been teasing that the last couple weeks.
So, I just heard your cat get yelled at.
Oh, yeah, she's in trouble for something.
Dwayne said sometimes I'd miss something because I was looking at the bottom of the screen. Ivy was eliminated by Maxine, which I had to chuckle, although it kind of sucked.
It made sense with the story.
And then I totally missed who eliminated Zoe, Sonya, and Shayna.
I actually had to ask Barry and AJ because I saw I think Bailey had Shayna, Bianca and Naomi I think got Sonya, and Zoe I think was Io.
Okay.
I think it was one. It was all of those people, but I forget which order they were in.
Gotcha. Lash Legend went out. The president.
That's my list now, Cooper.
the president, Chelsea Green, got her out. Chelsea actually had she had 2 eliminations.
Mm-hmm.
Then Chelsea was eliminated by Piper.
By accident.
On accident.
Well, accident.
Right. Jada was Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Jada Parker. I was real surprised how quick Natty went out.
Yeah.
I thought she'd be in there for a little bit longer.
I gotta wonder if Jada getting done by Jordan is going to lead to something on NXT. Because we don't know who Jordan's going with. If she's going main roster, if she's going to start on NXT or not.
Well, and then Natty was eliminated by Liv.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa was eliminated by Liv. Michin,
Charlotte
Flair, Piper, Charlotte. Jordan Grace was by Julia. I thought that was interesting.
Again, some of her big interactions were NXT people, which makes me think she's going to NXT first.
Right. Zelina, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, Trish. I put initials, so that's the reason it's taking me a minute to figure out.
I had to do names because I knew I'd get confused.
Then Trish was eliminated by Nia.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had
Raquel.
Stephanie. Well, I had this list because there was a bunch of them that went out all at the same time, and I forgot to write them all down. So you had Steph, Io, Bianca, Naomi, Raquel, and Liv.
Yeah, she took 6 people out at once.
Yeah. All went out because of Nia. Julia went out because of Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
Which that makes me wonder, okay.
There's got to be a rematch coming.
There's got to be a rematch coming. AJ, Madam President Green was left in there too long without her Secret Service. That's a national security issue. I agree. Bailey was taken out by Nikki Bella. Yay.
Because why not?
Yeah, and Nikki went out by Nia. Nia was eliminated by Charlotte Flair, and Roxy was eliminated by Charlotte Flair. So there you go. That was the rundown.
So Io, Liv, and Roxy all went over an hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is that doesn't happen very often in the Rumble. Usually it's maybe one, possibly two people will go over an hour, but in this case there were three. So
But the right three were going over an hour.
right.
That's the thing. All right, now we're to that tag match. Rev, where do you want to start with the tag match?
You know what? Let's start with the finish. The Street Profits
Yeah?
getting involved.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but I think we're going to get triple threat at some point.
I'm thinking of Mania.
A triple threat at Mania?
Probably triple threat match of Mania.
Minderz Law.
Minderz Law, okay. There's so many Minderz Laws there because you got friends in there fighting each other. You got potential people holding the belts that have no business touching them.
Right?
You get the multi-man match rule. It's a whole thing.
AJ, my favorite part of the Nikki Bella surprise entrance was the Rob Leach Anakin Murphy reaction video to it.
Okay,
I'm going to have to find that. I'm going to have to find that. Hopefully it's still around somewhere.
It's on Rob's feed.
On his Facebook or on his Snapchat?
Facebook.
Okay. All I can say is, hallelujah! Two tag teams have learned to use the tag rope.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited, especially when Saban jumped out to grab the tag rope to get tagged in.
Yes,
I love that.
And I'm also glad they didn't do one of the falls as a DQ. There's a little too much room for controversy there when that happens.
I thought the Profits turned heel until they attacked DIY.
I think they did. I think
they are heel.
Yeah, they just attacked everybody.
They attacked everyone.
And they did it wearing West Indies.
With that part.
Well, I'm a Tommaso Ciampa fan, so
I'm a guns guy. I always love the machine guns.
Well, I loved both those tag teams in there, so I was fine with it. It didn't bother me one bit. Either way, I was going to be happy. But I love how when you see Ciampa and they've got the belts, he's always hugging his.
Yes.
He doesn't just put it over his shoulder; he hugs it. And that there was just a lot of classic tag team work in there, which I really appreciated. That first fall I thought was brilliant to fake the tag. It was like I love all of this. So besides the women's rumble, it was my match of the night. I loved it.
I would say that's the best tag match WWE's put on in
a
few years.
Yeah, a while.
Yeah,
and now, oh, what were you gonna say, Michelle? Sorry.
Oh, I just said it was really good. So
Dwayne said Tommaso probably sleeps with it too. He probably does.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep,
I would.
Me too.
you got to be proud of that, and I like it when wrestlers actually show that.
Ooh, Papa.
Is Papa teasing Minderz with a good time?
A very damn good time. Oh, for those of you that are on our just listen, I want Ciampa and Breaker to team up sometime down the road. I agree, and I want them both heel because I love some heeled Ciampa. Oh,
I don't know. I like Ciampa as a single.
You do like him as a single?
I do.
Well, I mean, I do too, but unfortunately, he's not big enough to be a single in WWE.
Well,
yeah. Stop me when I'm telling lies.
You're telling half truths.
Half truths.
Vince McMahon, yes. Triple H, I got a feeling they would do something more with him.
Well, he is Triple H. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
especially according to our truth. All right, so we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Which one?
We already talked about Nia Jax.
Well, I was going to say the Cody and Kevin Owens match.
Number one, Kevin Owens' t-shirt game is on point.
It is. We love his t-shirt game right now. Why? I don't even know where to start with this match. First of all, the part that made me cringe the most was when they did the move and Kevin hit the back of his head off of the ladder when Cody hit the ladder.
Yeah.
The Alabama Slam off the table?
Yeah. No.
No, that was the first time they rammed
The one before that, where they had the ladder was set up from the ladder in the middle to
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about now.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one. When Kevin hit the back of his neck right on the edge of the ladder.
Kevin's kind of notorious for taking stupid bumps here and there.
Dwayne said, Mark Rubman, that even made me laugh. Ha! Then we got AJ. I know Hardcore Holly came out of his seat for Alabama Slam being the finish. Here's my question. Are they turning Cody heel?
I've read that they may be, which I don't know if I'm okay with that.
I would be okay with it, but it's got to be done at the right time, and I don't think this is the right time yet. If down the road, if we get like Cena and Cody at like SummerSlam or something, I could see Cody turning heel on Cena. But
Randy.
or Randy, yeah. Everybody's saying they want Randy to turn heel on Cody. I'd rather see Cody turn heel on Randy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
I like that idea. But yeah, those...
With Brandy.
So, who all was okay with Cody winning and who wasn't okay with Cody winning?
I wanted Kevin to win, but I get why they had Cody do it.
Oh, I do too, but I really wanted Kevin to win.
All through that finish, I was just watching Sammy on the floor because I was waiting for him to run in and do something to move Cody over.
He's turning heel. Jay's picking him at Mania, and we're getting the debut of Homelander Cody. I don't hate that.
I don't. It's like I said, it would make sense, but
Dwayne never trust a Viper. Well, I agree, but if they bring Randy back, he's gonna be baby.
If Randy comes back, he's taking on Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Dwayne, I said Cody was gonna win. Although I think it's gonna be Sammy and KO. It's gonna be Sammy and KO at Elimination Chamber, if you want my true opinion.
Depending on how long they sit Sammy out for. Because they've had a pretty good track record of really putting over those pile drivers.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's it's a good thing where you don't know for sure what's going to happen, so you're always they're keeping us guessing a little bit.
See, this is why we need to do my watch along fairly soon, especially after what happened at Raw last night.
We could do that.
All right, now we're to the men's rumble. I like the women's rumble more. I'm sorry.
I agree. There were more stories out of the men's rumble, but the women's rumble I think was a little more entertaining.
AJ, for the record, I wanted Kevin to win because he's right, but I figured Cody would win. I mean, that's the truth. All right, Reb, I want to hear your list. I want to see how I'll look at my list and see how well you did this.
All right. How did we feel about Mysterio and Penta being the first two in there?
I loved it. I gotta tell you, I loved it.
Shoot, the first 1, 2, 3.
There were I think it was the first 11 people were in there before anybody got thrown out.
Yeah, and
you came in and fucked everybody up.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, I started going through, and I know AJ. I'm surprised if AJ didn't do this, but it was like Lucha Underground all over again.
He didn't really mention it too much.
I'm surprised because you had Ray, you had Penta, you had Santos, you had Andrade. Santos. But, yeah. Go ahead, Reb. I want to hear your rundown. Let's see.
All right. So.
But, I mean, who better could they have done? Because those two had the gas tank to go from start to finish.
The first four guys was damn near perfect because it was Ray, Penta, Gable, and Carmelo for your first four in there.
Yep.
So you got guys with a gas tank in there. I think you could have gotten away with having Braun number one. Breaker, not Strowman.
Right. Oh, what did AJ say? Having Ray, Penta, and Santos in there so early made me happy, though. Lucha Underground guys making the big bucks now. Very true.
Mm-hmm. So, Santos was in number 5. Otis number 6. Then Braun at 7.
What the hell was... Wait. So, Otis, what the hell was he wearing? Why didn't it have like a collar pop up?
I asked the same question during that match. He looked ridiculous because number one, the thing didn't even match his singlet.
Yeah, it didn't.
Papa says they need Psycho Clown or Fisco Clown, as it says on there. But I know what he meant.
Speaking of yeah.
Apparently they divorced last year, but it just got made public. So
yeah,
none of my business. I don't care.
Yep. All right, you were to Otis.
Otis, yes. So Otis, then Braun Breaker. And then it was supposed to be Tozawa, but he got taken out by Mello on the ramp. So
poor Tozawa.
I wanted to see Tozawa in there
I did too, because he bumps like a maniac.
He does, and he can throw people even though he's tiny.
So it's so funny to see what he used to look like and see him now.
So the Waste of Space Award goes to ISO Speed. He filled in for Tozawa.
Yeah.
But I mean, number one, that you mentioned that spear that he took from Braun.
Oh God!
I think he speared the soul out of him.
He's gonna be hurting for days.
He's gonna be sore. Plus that damn whatever happened to his leg. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Where the skin was like missing and a huge spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's gonna be feeling that next few days. Sheamus came in number 9.
I have Shambo.
Let's see. Then Jimmy Uso, Andrade, and Jacob Fatu were the first 12. And
yes.
Fatu just started running through people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ludwig Kaiser came in number 13.
Okay, I can't unsee it now.
No, it was discussed.
I can't unsee it now. I can't. Yeah. I don't know if anybody knows who Benjamin Trust is, and I know all of our crew knows who Benjamin Trust is. Do you know who Benjamin Trust is? Have you had the joy of meeting this annoying person?
I have not met him, no.
It's Kaiser. It's basically Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser, but American version.
Yeah.
With a really cool jacket.
Mr. Papa Cooper. I still have no idea who I Show Speed is, but that pop he got was off the charts when his music hit. One of the biggest pops of the night, and had no idea what was going on.
He's one of the reasons the rest of the world hates us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Ben Trust / Kaiser. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he came out there.
Yeah. The Miz was 14. Then we got to talk about Joe Hendry.
Hey, were you upset with that by any chance?
He's so pretty. I mean, you know what? He's really nice. He was at WrestleCon.
Yeah.
Ludwig Trust for president.
I've been telling you should make a Trust for President sign every time he's at 01, Minderz.
Well, I gotta wait a year now.
Yeah.
He
could be the Franklin
surgery.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, he had surgery on his knee. He's out for like a year. So
good thoughts to Trust.
You can say that. I'm not.
Hey, I like Trust.
I don't have anybody to pick on. So
I said he should be a mall Santa.
Yeah, he told Reb he should be a mall Santa.
Oh, there you go.
But let's talk the pop for Joe, because I have thoughts here. Because people said that he didn't put up a very good showing. I disagree. I thought he did well. The issue I had was I think Vic Joseph does a better job with Joe Hendry than Michael Cole did.
Yes.
Because I forget who. I think it was The Miz. Joe hit his finish on The Miz, and Michael Cole didn't do anything to say it was his finish. He just said it was a slam. And then when they did his pose, when he does like his back to the camera, then does the turnaround to this face.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do the zoom.
Yeah, they didn't.
So they kind of flubbed that up on Joe. They do him better in NXT than they did on the Rumble.
Our buddy Sean says Jey Uso will become world champ at Mania.
I will not be surprised.
I 100% agree with Trust, but is Reb allowed around children? Papa Cooper and Reb have heat. It's kind of great. I love it.
I don't know what I did to deserve such heat, but
you were mean to his son.
He was mean to me first.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. You were the one that said not my prodigy.
Well,
you started it.
Well, he got a little pissy because he thought I tried to make him look bad when I was just trying to help him.
Uh-huh. Anyway, continue. We were at Joe Hendry.
Okay, so we got Joe, then we got Roman. Kind of an early number for Roman. I thought he'd be in the 20s.
I did too. Oh,
His
Scott Hurd.
rap was amazing. I'm just saying that.
Trust was classy, relinquishing the PWE
We'll-
title. We
we'll
will
talk about
talk
that
about
tomorrow.
that tomorrow.
Yes.
Scott, we need you tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, I've got the results for PWE last week. But
Papa Cooper, facts. You started it, Santa. I love it. All right, so Roman.
It's
Yeah,
about
I was
to call
surprised
me.
he came out at 16. I really thought he'd be like 28 or something.
So about this point's when they started getting the real heavy hitters in there. Like the first half of the Rumble was pretty much except for Fatu and Braun, it was pretty much the kind of
You haven't even got
what's the word
to
I'm
Braun
looking for?
yet. Braun's not even. Oh, you met Breaker. Sorry, my bad.
I'm at break.
Okay.
So yeah, 16's Roman. Then we get Drew. Thank you, Bari. Just to get some support.
And Scott, you better be.
Yes. But yeah, so we get Roman, we get Drew, Finn, and Nakamura and Uso are 16 through 20. So yeah, this is when they start kind of loading up the back end of this list here. Big return for AJ Styles at 21.
Was that pop? How was that pop?
I think that was just as big as Charlotte's, actually.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So
AJ good, and plus he's gonna be on Raw now. So
Yep.
I'm happy for that.
You're AJ.
oh, thank you. Then we get Braun Strongman. He was in there for a few minutes before Cena threw him out. Cena came in 23. I kind of figured he'd be 30.
I kind of
honest
did
with you.
too. Yeah. There's something about these 230 spots that we need to have a little chat with Mr. Triple H.
Yeah, because that's what's gonna happen.
They were both wastes of space, but go ahead.
Okay, so basically we got Cena, Punk, and Rollins all in a row coming in here. Then we get
Followed
Dom.
up with. I was going
Dirty
to say
Dom.
followed up with Dom.
Wrestling's gynecologist Dominic Mysterio. After Dom, we get Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, LA Knight, and then number 30 was Logan Paul. I mean, 30 is a good spot for Logan to get heat because, again, it's another reason to not like the guy.
He got plenty.
He got enough for everybody, I think.
Chicken shit that jumped over to the announce table.
Well,
Okay.
if Kofi had done that, you would have popped.
No, not now. I hate New Day right now.
Everybody does.
Everybody hates New Day right now.
Hey, I dug the new music last night, though.
All right.
I was okay with it. All right, so elimination-wise, Mysterio went out by Jacob. Balor eliminated
That
Penta.
wasn't wow, how did you jump all the way down there already? Okay.
What?
I thought you were going to run through who all was eliminated as they were eliminated.
No, I'm not that detailed.
Oh, I am.
I'll just start it from the... You want to do this part?
Sure.
You go ahead.
So you had Mello was first one out by Breaker.
That's when he took out Tozawa.
Santos
Santos.
was out
Also
by
by
Breaker.
Mhm.
You had Otis by Speed and Breaker.
Ugh.
Then you had Speed by Breaker. Then Gable and Ray. That was when Fatu started rolling.
Uh-huh.
Andrade, Fatu, Kaiser, Penta.
Yeah.
Okay, can I talk about one thing with Penta?
Sure.
Because I saw a slow motion video also today with his
2
feet.
feet. The 2 feet. Yep.
Do you guys think he hit both feet before he actually got knocked out?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
See,
But-
that's
I think the mistake they made was shooting it.
mm-hmm.
They could have gotten away with it, but the internet sees everything. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would chalk it up to the fact that, I mean, Ray can get away with that spot because he's short, so he's not going to reach the floor. Penta's taller,
Yeah.
so he should have maybe planned that a little bit better. Maybe it was nerves. I don't
Yeah.
think he's ever been in front of a crowd that big before.
Right. Papa Pullman has a good point here. I was surprised New Day was not in the Rumble. 'Cause-
Yeah,
Get that thing off of our screen.
At least Kofi, I thought would be in there. I like some rap music, not a lot, but I don't know who any of these
What
people
did
are
you just
nowadays.
say? Oh, okay.
Dwayne, I agree with this.
Logan
more
is-
talented than he gets credit for, but he's still a prick.
Yeah, he's still a prick.
Oh, huge prick.
Where
Do
are
not
we
like
at?
Let's see.
Penta getting rid of Kaiser.
Penta and Kaiser, and they're building off of that on Raw now with Pete Dunne.
Miz, Roman Reigns, Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Joe, Roman Reigns, Breaker, Roman Reigns. I do not know who threw out Jimmy.
That was Fatu.
Okay. Penta, Finn threw out Penta, which I thought that was interesting.
That's a matchup I want to see at some point.
Shinsuke, Jay threw out Shinsuke. Fatu was Brown Strongman.
Yes.
Then Strongman went out because of Cena. Finn was out because of Cena. Dom went out because of Priest, which I thought that was fitting.
Oh yeah.
Sammy went out because of Jay. McIntyre because of Priest. Oh, are we
Okay,
going to talk about that?
We got to talk about this.
it.
Because Drew was a little salty after he got eliminated. Apparently somebody, and I think it was probably Logan Paul, got a little bit too hasty getting his shit in. So when Drew went out, which was, I guess, supposed to be a big spot, then Logan was still doing his shit and getting and distracting people.
Drew was supposed to be out before LA Knight came out. Wait, how did they say that? I read it today. Go. Okay, talk amongst yourself for a minute. Let me find this.
You know, I saw.
Okay, yeah. So, go ahead.
Drew was actually walking around in the streets amongst the people, just talking to them and all that before Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
Did you see the video of everybody kicking the shit out of Logan Paul in the corner after Drew got eliminated?
So great.
I loved it. Just saying.
LA Knight. Okay, I got it.
Papa Puma wants Penta versus Nakamura, by the way. I'm okay with it.
LA Knight was. This is from Cultaholic.
Because they're never wrong.
Yeah. LA Knight was ultimately the reason why Drew McIntyre and others were unhappy in the Men's Royal Rumble. It emerged shortly after the Royal pay-per-view on Saturday night that Drew McIntyre stormed out of Lucas Oil Stadium and he was screaming and cursing backstage that someone had to get their moves in, at the expense of other stories in the match, including McIntyre's own elimination from the Men's Rumble. Reports then noted that a lot of people, including McIntyre, were unhappy with a wrestler trying to get himself over and not the match over in the Men's Royal. Fightful Select and PW Insider have since reported that it has been indicated to them that LA Knight was the reason for the frustration from several talents. Both outlets reported that McIntyre's elimination by Damian Priest was originally scheduled to take place before Logan Paul entered the Rumble at number 30. PW Insider added that several sequences with LA Knight, included one with Roman Reigns, went far longer than planned or expected, and a member of the WWE production noted everyone probably needed a minute to get back on track. McIntyre's elimination was further delayed by Logan Paul's entrance at number 30, and LA Knight ended up knocking into Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest during his planned interaction with Paul. This led to McIntyre's elimination being clunky and appearing to come out of nowhere. McIntyre being eliminated by Priest after Drew tried to throw out Jey Uso was the planned spot. This was done to lead into a potential WrestleMania 41 program between the former heavyweight champions. So there you go.
All right. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, LA Knight was taking too long on his stuff, and the timing went off.
Yeah, LA little showboaty.
A little bit.
It is a grand standard in hot dog, and to paraphrase Macho Man. All right, I do hope we get Priest and Drew Mania though.
I hope we do too, because I think that would be good. And they did. I mean, they did still kind of push it. I just don't think it ended up. I think it was supposed to be.
It should have been bigger.
Yeah, it should have been bigger than what it was.
Yeah. All right. So after Drew got thrown out,
Drew's thrown by Priest. Priest was thrown out by LA Knight. LA Knight was thrown out by AJ. AJ got thrown out by Paul.
Ugh.
Rollins and Roman got thrown out by
each other
Punk.
by Punk, yeah.
And then
Which
Punk
surprised. How was the pop for that when Punk threw out Roman and Seth in the building? Oh, she's muted.
She's muted. Whoops. Oh shit.
I had barking dogs. You know what? That whole thing that went down was insane. I don't think anyone. I mean, the way Rollins went off too. That was just, yeah, pure crazy.
I thought it was damn near perfect how they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwayne had a question for us. He says, okay, here's my question. If you're getting eliminated, why does it matter?
It matters a lot.
It matters a lot, especially with the story.
If you're advancing a storyline, it's very important how you get eliminated.
Yes.
All right.
And then Punk got thrown out by Paul.
Ugh.
Paul got thrown out by Cena. It came down to Cena and Jay. Then Cena was gone.
The spot when Cena was on the apron and like the foot went over the edge and he's holding onto the ropes. You would have thought that he was going to take a arrow to the chest where the crowd reacted to that on the TV.
It was clunky. I thought it was clunky.
A little bit. But also think about when's the last time Cena's had a match?
Well, I can't fault Cena. I get it, but I just thought.
Plus, it's really hard to do shit on the apron.
Yeah. I don't know. But. Oh, crap. Okay.
What?
Back to this. Oh, I just closed the wrong thing on the computer.
Gotcha. So,
all right.
So
well,
Roman,
that's Royal Rumble.
So Roman and Fatu both had 4 eliminations, which was the most, and Braun had 3. Cena had 3, I think.
Let me double check.
I think Cena had 3. Logan, Strowman, and Finn.
He didn't eliminate Roman. Punk did.
No, Strowman.
Oh. Strongman.
Braun Strongman.
Okay.
Papa Pullman says Cena's timing seems way off. And I agree, and I think there's a lot of ring rust there.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact of his, after the match, him saying, I'm going into the Elimination Chamber. Huh? Why don't you earn your way like everybody else?
Well, he said why he's going in because he's been there for 23 years, and this is his last time in, so it makes sense he's going in.
No, he's probably only actually been there about 20 years when you figure how many times he's taken a year or 3 off.
He started in 2002, but I think he's got a certain level of status that can get him in there one last time.
I did like the fact that Punk brought that up last night. That he said he was going to earn his way in. That he didn't think that he wasn't going to be like Cena and bully his way in.
Papa Pullman, yes, Braun had 3 also. I forget if I said that or not. But he also committed attempted murder on a YouTuber.
They did show something. I saw something on one of the reels on Facebook today, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't know where I was at last night after that." And I said, "That doesn't surprise me because first of all, you don't take the spear sideways."
No. Number 2, Braun hits him. What was it? 20.
He hits it 23 miles an hour.
I don't know if he hit the full 23, but he was over 20.
Yeah, he was moving.
Yeah.
And
but
yes,
you know
hit
what?
by a truck.
Roman didn't even look like he was all there when he was walking back.
Oh, well, when Rollins did, I don't know, did you happen to see all that? Like when he did the double, or when Rollins did the stomp, he did it with both feet. Yeah. He didn't do it with just one. He did it with both.
Yeah. So
I think the one on the steps might be the one that rung his bell.
I don't know. I think it was
the one on the floor was pretty stiff. But
I would say the one on the floor was pretty stiff because he seemed pretty out of it then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I still, if you ask me, I mean, my mom and I were talking, we still think he's got something going on with his ear or jaw, something. Because each time he gets hit just so, he's just like popping his jaw and just like rubbing the whole side of his face. So
is that Roman?
Yeah.
Papa's Papa Pullman says, best spear I've seen since Goldberg nailed Lesnar. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so out of 10, how was your experience at Royal Rumble?
You know what? The whole thing, I would have put it at a 10 because, I mean, I've been to Hell in a Cell before, and that's the one Cody ripped his whole or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So I've been to that, and this one pops it. So.
Christopher, I've never seen someone write out the words, I agree with Mark. All right. Well, Michelle, we've enjoyed having you on.
Yes.
We've
very much.
Longer than we originally thought, I think. So
I think we may have to have you back on after the expo.
yes.
Definitely.
We'll have to compare notes and everything. So,
and of course, we'll all meet up at the expo because that's what we do. So
it'll be karaokeing by people, not me. But
you're in just regular main event this year, right? You're not VIP this year.
Yep.
Woohoo! That means you can sit with us too. We'll have a big old group, all three of you going.
Actually, it's gonna be 4 because Mom's gonna join us for the first time.
So we'll have a group of 4, 5, 6. We got a group of 8 going this year.
Oh wow, that's crazy!
Oh,
awesome.
that's counting you guys.
Okay.
No. We have a group of 10.
Because
we have 6. Yeah, we've got Alex and Craig, the ones that usually run around with the little girl that claims me as her expo mom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember her from last year? Her and her dad. And then Bari, Stace, Reb, me, you, your brother, Steph, and Mama. So we'll have a group of 10.
That's crazy.
So, not to mention all the other ones that we already know from over there too. So, it'll be a good time.
Exactly.
But, all right, Michelle. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have to get you back on here again soon.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
That was fun. She's good people at the show.
You want to take a break and then we'll come back for Raw. I have absolutely nothing to say about AEW because I don't watch it.
We don't need to mention AEW. Let's pay some bills real quick. Then
Raw.
We got to talk about Fallout from the Rumble because I have thoughts.
Oh, okay.
But let's pay some bills. So the good news is the cat has calmed herself. I got a report.
Oh, good. Well, hey, Stace is the one that's throwing yarn around in her face.
Well, I don't know if she's. It's just I saw the picture. It's just sitting there.
Okay. All right. So let's talk Fallout.
All right. So this is always my dream scenario to be able to do this.
You did do it. Bring it on.
There we go. Let me get this off of there.
There you go.
So this is Reb's brain on the whiteboard. This has been my brain for the last 3 days, thinking about matchups and all this stuff. So Jey Uso, I got the winners: Jey Uso, Charlotte Flair. So if Smart Money is on Jey challenging Gunther, but then I also have to wonder what happened if he challenged Cody.
Right.
Because it kind of fits in with the whole bloodline thing, and Cody beat Roman, and Jey helped Cody win, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
As far as Charlotte, I think Smart Money's on Tiffany, but after last night, I wouldn't hate seeing her with Rhea one more time.
Yeah, okay.
They need a rubber match. I mean, they're 1-1.
Well, I agree, but I don't know if WrestleMania should be where it's at. I don't know if right now is where it should be.
I think this is Tiffy's time for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing:
but
if Charlotte's going to get booed, who's going to be the babyface?
I don't think Tiffany's going to get booed.
You think she'll be over?
I think she's getting there.
Okay, I can buy it. So if Charlotte does challenge Tiffany, then I'm trying to think of who's going to challenge Rhea. And just off the top of my head, I got Alexa was the first one that I thought of. Depending on what show she's on.
Yeah, I was going to say that depends on what show she's on.
Mm-hmm. Possibly Becky, if she came back, she could get a rematch with Rhea because their match last year was really good.
Right.
Or go ahead.
Hold on. Sorry. Whoever fights Rhea. Okay, Sean thinks Bianca. I honestly wonder.
I got Bianca there. You see, there's a line going from Bianca to Rhea.
So. Yep, I see that. I don't think it's going to be Becky. I could see it being Bianca. However, I think a lot of that's going to depend on who Jade comes back after.
True, and I've got that here because Jade.
I saw that.
Or
I love the fact that there's all these options.
Bianca could go after Naomi herself if they split the team up.
Right.
It could be a 3-way.
Could be.
As far as Becky goes, I also thought, what if she Liv Morgan's the one to put her out?
Right.
Wow. So we could get that match.
I'm okay with that too.
We could get Liv against Lyra for the IC title. But I think it's going to be Ivy first. Go after Lyra for that belt.
I wish. Like, I get that Lyra's good. Like, she is very solid in the ring. Mm-hmm. Still greener than goose shit, but she's solid. However, I don't think the crowd's bought in yet.
No, there's still a ways to go. She's still pretty new, especially on the main roster.
I'm ready for her to get rid of the belt already, if that tells you anything. And she just got it.
Well, they haven't had her do anything with it yet. I don't think she's had a defense. She's only had it for like 2 weeks. So I think it's too early to pull the trigger on that. Bianca got a little pissy.
Yeah.
And I got that on here. Let's see. Jordan. Well, I got Jordan and Nia, which is kind of a dream match. You want to see Jordan throw Nia around a little bit. But then you got Jordan and Bianca. Mm-hmm. We could have a thing where Bianca and Jade against Naomi and Jordan. Possibly.
Yeah.
Good to get Jordan and Bianca. Get Jordan and Jade. Naomi and Jade. There's all kind of options on that women's side here.
Chelsea and Naomi?
Yeah. Chelsea and Naomi. Yeah, I got that there.
I know. Where'd that one come from?
Well, that'd be a fairly high profile matchup for Chelsea.
Yeah.
For the US title. As far as the fellas go, so starting with Punk, everybody's saying they want to see a 3-way Punk, Roman, and Seth. I don't. I want Roman and Seth 1-on-1.
Yes.
I think they got to finish. I hate saying finish the story. They got to blow that off.
Yeah. And why do you not have Punk and Cena? There's no line going from Punk to Cena.
I think it's too early. I think Cena's going to Cody. Or my better idea, Joe Hendry.
I know Joe called him out.
No. Here's why. The press conference Cena was on, he said he was going to go after his 17th championship, not because it's best for WWE or all that stuff. He said, that kind of makes me think he might go for the TNA one to help TNA because that's best for business. That's
true. That is true.
So then you get Cena versus Joe for the TNA title at Mania. Then that could open the door for Punk to take on Cody, which we've been talking about after last Monday's promo.
That's if Jay doesn't go after Cody.
But I think Jay's going after Gunther. I think Jay wants his win back.
Then Sean wants to know, does Zelina take the title from Chelsea?
If it's not Piper, I think Zelina would be the best option.
I think it'll be Zelina versus Chelsea, but I think Piper's going to be the one to take it off of her.
Yeah. So I got Punk to Cody. I got Punk to Seth if they want to do a rematch. because they did say Roman's out indefinitely. Finger quotes indefinitely, but
Right.
that could be an open opportunity to get Punk against Seth. I want to see Roman and Seth though. Sammy, I think it's pretty much a given he's going to get KO at some point. Again, probably a Chamber if he's back by then.
And you got to have KO and Orton so they can finish.
KO and Orton's on there, yeah.
So they can blow that one off.
I also got Punk versus Logan Paul. Remember, Logan eliminated Punk.
Yeah.
And the promos would be feisty.
Piper eliminated we know Sean,
Yes.
but that was an accident. That wasn't intentional.
No one would harm their president that way.
Oh, AJ's got a comment. Hold on. I say it's Cena versus Punk in the night one main event. Cena's going to eliminate Punk in the Chamber, and Punk is going to get pissed, hit Cena with the GTS, and cause him to get eliminated a decade later, and you're still standing in my way type rivalry.
I think it's too early.
Here's the thing. You only have a year with Cena. You have a year. You have to keep that. You have to keep that in the back of your head.
I've got a whole plan for Cena going like for the first half of the year, and Punk is not part of it.
Okay.
So you could do Punk and Logan because Logan, the promos, he could call out Punk's MMA record and his being away, all the stuff they always talk about that makes no sense anymore. Let's see what else we got. Drew and Priest.
I hate you for the Breaker versus Fatu.
Oh yeah, Braun Fatu for the IC title.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Oh, I know what I was going to say about Fatu earlier. Why did he have like the crazy eyes as he was coming to the ring?
Because he's crazy.
I was like, this reminds me so much of Umaga. It reminds me of...
He's a wild Samoan.
Even like Kamala, when Kamala used to get his crazy eyes, I was like, what in the hell?
Oh, by the way, I do have a Roman Fatu option on here also.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of options. Can I tell you my grand scheme for Cena?
Sure. You want to read this first?
Sure. He just says
AJ's coming.
It's too early, but Cena still has it. Also, until the end of 25, and the clock is ticking. Punk is his biggest money draw. Yeah, but I don't think they could get sufficient build in the time between here and Mania. I still think SummerSlam, or at very least Cena's last match.
Oh shit!
Johnny Dango Curtis, Nexus King.
All right.
Okay. A little bit of crossover there.
I'll tell you what. I've been watching that Access and watching Impact. It's a pretty darn good show. I'm not gonna lie.
I've said it. There was a good few years where I thought TNA had the best in-ring product on television.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah. So here's my idea.
Okay.
So, and this also depends on if Orton's back.
Right.
So suppose.
Ooh.
What?
Sorry, Scott. Does Punk use the favor Heyman owes him to make a Jay's title shot a three-way?
I mean, he could, but what's Heyman in it? Heyman's not a booker.
Yeah. Too short to build it. Punk needs one sentence to build it. When I dropped the pipe bomb, I was right about you. All right, Reb, I will not put up another comment. Tell your story. Wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so my whole, and it has to be adjusted a little bit because it also depended on Orton winning the Rumble. But because my original idea was Orton wins the Rumble, beats Cody at Mania for the belt to get to number 15.
Okay.
And then he would drop it to, I'm going to say Owens at the next pay-per-view, which I believe is Backlash.
Is that the one that's in
France?
Paris? Yeah.
I think so. So then Orton wins the belt back from Kevin at Money in the Bank, where Cena had already won the briefcase. So then Cena would come out and beat Orton, who was a 16-time champion, to win number 17 with a cash in.
You're such a prick sometimes. All right. Okay.
I like it. I mean, it's a little different now because Orton wasn't in the Rumble and he may not be in the Chamber.
Right.
But, I mean, he can still get title shots, but I don't know. Maybe. Never mind. I'm spiraling, Minderz. Talk me down.
I don't know how to. I don't. Hey, Sean just said WWE is going to have Jordan start on NXT. I agree. You know,
Like I said,
I wouldn't
with
mind
all
seeing-
the interactions at the Rumble with her, like Julia and Roxy and Jade and all, it kind of makes sense.
You know what I wouldn't hate? Jordan and Zarya teaming up as a tag team and going after the women's tag team belts.
Jordan and Zarya against Jade and Bianca.
Naomi and Bianca.
Unless
Make
Jade goes
it
back,
ugly.
you can take her belt back.
Exactly. I didn't say it had to be right away. I just want to see it eventually.
Yeah. I think I would rather see Jordan and Zarya one-on-one.
I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet.
Lady House.
I want to see it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for it yet.
So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Potential matchups, yeah. There's all kinds of ways they can go.
Many.
Last night, they started qualifying chamber participants. Punk and Liv advanced last night. Next week we get Logan and Mysterio, which makes me think that Logan's going to do something to Punk in the chamber to get them to WrestleMania. Maybe Punk eliminates Paul, then Paul hits him with the brass knuckles and knocks him out.
Maybe.
I know.
What did Sean say? Jordan needs to face Julia at Stand and Deliver. I don't think so yet.
I'm willing to bet that that's going to be the rematch with Roxy.
Yeah.
But at some point, if they're going to keep Jordan in NXT for a while, then eventually they're going to put that belt on her, I think. But
oh, yeah.
I could see this being just a 2 or 3 month thing before they take her to the main roster.
I'm saying now probably night after Mania. But they need to have a spot for her ready.
Yes. That's what we always say. We don't want them called up if there's nothing for them.
If there's nothing for them, don't bring them up.
Right now, there is something for Roxy if they choose to. The stuff with Bailey. So.
Which isn't that happening tonight?
Is it? Sean?
Sean.
Minderz.
AJ, hold on.
Oh, hang on. Everyone's predicting Jay versus Gunther, but we've seen that plenty of times. Well, twice. That's a more interesting road for Jay versus Cody. That's when Cody turns heel.
Are you going to finish reading that, or are you just going to leave it hanging?
Hang on. Yeah, basically he's saying Cody turns heel and makes all this, although I can't fathom what. See, I can't read it if you take it away.
Sorry.
It takes all the goodwill with the fans Jay has fuel his heel turn when Cody wins, when he fucks him over and becomes Homelander Cody.
And then Sean says, "Oh, Roxy's facing Bailey and Julia at NXT Vengeance Day."
Is tonight when Theory and Waller are wrestling Oba?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. No, that's at Vengeance Day, isn't it? No, because Trick put his nose in it too. What? I forget what happened. Because Trick went off.
Were you kind of bummed that Oba wasn't in the Rumble?
I was. Really bummed.
What if we got an Oba Fatu face off?
Honestly, is Oba ready for that yet?
No. He needs a little bit more time.
He needs a little more time.
He's close.
He's almost there. Actually, I want to see Oba and Breaker.
That'd be good. Oba, you know what I would say? Oba and Sheamus.
I hate you.
The contrast on your televisions would explode.
It would. Holy crap.
But, I mean, come on. Sheamus is almost the perfect guy for Oba if he was to come up to the main roster for something. Or even if they want to send Sheamus down to NXT for a little run with Oba to try him out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oba and Trick are tagging tonight against Waller and Theory.
That won't end poorly.
No! What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
But then I think it's set for Vengeance Day then as Waller and Theory versus Oba. Yeah.
And potentially Trick.
Probably Trick.
It's probably going to be a 4-way.
I'm calling Minderz Law.
Well, you would hope so, because then Oba keeps his belt.
Exactly. Minderz Law.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I could see Trick getting it, but I don't think so.
I think Trick's on his way up to the main roster. I don't think he'll get the belt back.
You think he's on his way to the main roster?
I think he's going to go to SmackDown.
Team back up with Mello?
Mm-hmm.
Mello needs something.
Mello needs something. Yeah, I like Mello, but It's that thing. They brought him up with no story.
Right.
And now he's kind of languishing. Corny hates him.
Oh, I know.
When do we make picks for Vengeance Day? What's that, in 2 weeks?
I don't remember.
We will do it the Tuesday before Vengeance Day, whenever that happens.
Hold on, let me look. Let me make sure it's not like this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think it's this weekend.
Vengeance Day, NXT.
I want to say it's Valentine's Day weekend.
3 title matches are already put up. That's when we get Fallon and Stephanie. Triple threat for Oba, A-Town Down, Unders, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. I'm reading this so people know what's going on, jackass. And then Julia and Roxy.
Oh, Sean says it's next Saturday.
And Bailey.
Oh. Next Saturday, not this coming Saturday.
So the 15th.
Yeah. So we will do it next Tuesday on the
next
on the
Tuesday.
pod.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Minderz, let's move on because we have. I hope you made notes because we have a whole plethora of updates for the Squirt Circle Expo to get into.
I had that up. Hold on. Let me. You know what? Yeah. I know some of these, and I gotta scroll back down because I had it all set up, and then we start talking.
We got a 0-1 athlete coming to the expo. The Shining Light champion Dayami is going to be there, right?
Yes, she is. We'll
find out if she disinfected that belt after Trust had it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yes, we did mention that AJ got moved to Raw.
Yes. All right. So here we go. Jillian Hall.
Ugh, I hope she doesn't sing. And I hope she doesn't have that goiter on her face.
No, she does not. At least not on that. Stacy Carter.
The cat. That might be awkward because she's there and Lawler's there. As long as they're.
Wait. Yeah, she's there both days too. Ari Alexander. We talked about that earlier.
About her, yeah.
And I know you're excited about this one.
I'll bet I know who you're going to say.
Little Miss Missy Hyatt.
Missy Hyatt, the Walking Riot. I'm very excited about that. We need to make a hard pitch. I'll bet we could get her for the pod.
All right.
We're going to try.
What if we could get her and Fonzie on at the same time? Could we reenact the court show? Could we reenact it? Because oh my god, that's hilarious.
If Fonzie's at the expo, maybe we can do it like live, like in a room.
The Hex is going to be back.
Cool.
And then of course,
all our faves.
Mr. International, Mr. Jake Omen.
Nice.
Armando Estrada.
Nice. I'm actually looking forward to meeting him.
What did he use? What?
He was Umaga's manager.
Gotcha. Thank you. This one I'm actually kind of Zilla Fatu.
Yes. Makes sense because if there's a show, maybe Armando will manage Zilla because he managed his dad.
Yeah. And AJ, we're going to make your day.
Hang on real quick. Sean, the Hex is Marty Bell and Allison Kay. They were the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions a couple years ago.
They're awesome.
They're really good.
They're really good. And AJ's favorite tag team.
Cardona and who?
I'm going to just wait and let him kick your ass for that one.
I may FaceTime AJ with Cardona at the expo.
I think did I just hear no come from the background at your house?
He's yelling at the cat, not me.
Oh, I thought she was yelling at you. But no, Shark Boy and Curry Man.
Yes.
Are going
Very excited about Curry Man. He's hot and spicy and tastes great.
We gotta get AJ a Curry Man mask.
Oh, have to.
To go with a Shark Boy mask.
Got to. You gotta get Curry Man and Shark Boy to sign your fish.
Ooh, I should. I totally should.
Or I'll get you a print of Bully Ray tonguing the fish and have them sign it.
Then we have another one of our favorites, Mrs. Foley's.
Mrs.
Baby
Foley's
Boy's favorite wrestler.
The veteran.
I'm not sure if they're still favorite wrestlers. I mean, he's got a match coming up.
Curry Man retired, but he will still be there.
He's going to be at the expo.
I don't know if he's wrestling, but he's going to be there signing autographs or taking
Yeah.
pictures.
But Jack
Probably-
Vaughn.
Not all day, because I think at some point Chris Daniels might have something for him to do somewhere else, and he won't be there.
Probably.
Yes, Jack Vaughn, the veteran.
We got Lord Crew coming in.
Nice.
I popped when I saw this one. Sergeant Slaughter.
Sarge is back. I didn't get to meet Sarge last year. I may have to make that rectified.
He wasn't there last year.
Yeah. Wait, no,
What?
year before.
2 years before. He hasn't been there any year I've been there.
Okay, then he was. Then he was there the first year I was there.
Okay.
But I didn't get to meet him then.
Thunder Rosa was announced yesterday.
Nice. I will be taking my busted open hat to get her to sign it.
Friday only. Heads
Friday
up.
only. All right, good to know.
Shauna Reed.
Okay.
Okay. I pronounced this so wrong yesterday when I told you about this one. So you're going to have to pronounce the last name.
Mm-hmm.
It's Miyu.
Miyu Yamashita.
Yeah, that's it.
I hope she's wrestling that weekend because she's really good.
Dayami. Dayami
Yes.
Ho is what this says, but
Right. But she's
I never
Dayami
heard-
in 01.
she's Dayami at 01. This one I'm kind of really excited about, and that's Hollywood Haley J.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Maki Ito.
No. Why?
She's going to be there.
Just wait. I'll be walking around in my corny shirt. I'm sure she won't like me. Wait,
Does she
she's
know
probably
about
never
corny?
heard. She's probably never heard of corny.
No.
But yeah, Hollywood Haley J. I'm excited to see her.
Yeah, she's good.
Maki Ito, and that's it. That's been added.
Okay. I'm still waiting for some ECW names to pop up, but pretty stacked lineup so far.
Hold on. Go.
Well, technically, Missy Hyatt's ECW. She was Sandman's manager.
Sorry, I was reading this thing because Ed put up something.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Talking about one show that weekend.
Yeah.
So I guess there's not going to be a wrestling show on Friday, but that's just more time to party and karaoke and all that stuff for you. I think that's what that meant.
No, I think this is where say succession a lot, and it bears repeating. Could I make more money booking this guy instead of booking that guy? Probably.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could, blah blah blah. We're not an autograph show. We're a really cool party. True.
True. Mm-hmm.
We are a for the fans, by the fans. No big sponsorships, no millionaire backing. Just a couple of dudes. Their way to understanding wives, and an idea for a really good time. Can't book everybody. Share a flyer, buy a ticket. We do this for fun. Bills paid no matter what. 0% Carney. So
I think 0% Carney should be on a Squared Circle Expo t-shirt.
I agree. You should tell Heather.
Yeah. Like I know.
Why is the ass on our face? I mean, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong.
Well, Ed mentioned no billionaire backing. I flew up.
Okay. All I know is I look up and all I see is Tony Khan's face and ass written on it. Why is the ass on our face? Anyway.
All right. Well, Minderz, we have one more order of business, I think, before we get
Yeah,
out
we're
of
just
here.
gonna skip Raw because that was too much.
We talked about the high spots, although we should mention Kevin and Sammy, that package pile driver looked tight.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Not Sammy's first package pile driver, and probably not his last.
Probably not. But I will say I did appreciate at the end of the Sammy and Punk match how Punk did shake Sammy's hand. I appreciated that because Punk had made such a big deal about how you're not on my level.
They told a good story in that match.
They told a damn good story in that match. It was really good. It was fun to watch.
Yes.
You know what? Put that one down for potential match of the year.
Oh, yeah, I need to make a note of that one because that should be on there. All right. Well, Minderz, let's get to our last order of business here. All right.
So glad you can't hear me singing during that.
Got a Stephen P. News going on your side of the microphone?
Hell yeah, there is.
All right, let's get into the JTR Hall of Fame, and this is another one for our. I'm putting him in the Titan wing of the Hall of Fame, Minderz, and it's another one who. How the hell has he not been put in yet?
Right?
But did I tell you who it is?
No.
Okay. We're finally
You
agreeing.
told me who you were going to, and then we changed it, and I don't remember who we changed it to.
I don't think I told you who we changed it to, but I'll just throw it up here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, how has Steve Austin not gotten in the Hall of Fame yet?
I don't know. He would kick our asses.
What?
He would kick our asses.
What?
What? See what you're doing, you jackass.
Oh my goodness. Steve is
Although that is still the worst ever at wrestling
awful.
shows. I hate it so much.
Ugh.
It was great when it first happened. Now I hate it.
Yeah, because it's not Austin doing it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the fans that think they're clever.
If it was Austin still doing it, I would be. If it's Austin doing it, I'm fine with it.
I'd still be annoed by it, but it's his thing, so I'd let it go.
As annoyed. Yeah, not as annoyed. I'd let it go.
I put Steve up in my top 5.
Oh, definitely.
Uh,
Even though he wasn't, like, I know he was in the business, but he wasn't in WWE for a very long time. He really wasn't.
no, he only was there from 95, as an active wrestler from 95 to 03.
Right. Not even 10 years.
No. And like a year and a half of that was being hurt.
Yeah.
Then another like 8 months was when he took his ball and went home.
Yep.
So.
But who else could have got Austin 316? I mean, you had Austin 316. You had, Don't Trust Anyone. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who didn't own a Stone? Yeah, because Stone Cold says, who did not own a Stone Cold T-shirt?
Every wrestling fan either had an Austin 316 shirt or an NWO shirt, or both. Those were the two biggest selling T-shirts in the late 90s in pro wrestling.
Yep.
And we always talk about Kevin Owens' T-shirt game. Steve Austin has some kick-ass T-shirts.
He really did. He really did.
Yeah. I, of course, became aware of Steve Austin in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Blondes.
Yes. Brian Pillman.
Mm-hmm. Then later on, I went back to like 91, 92 when he was with the Dangerous Alliance. But
really good times then.
Yes.
Scott, Stunning Steve is underappreciated.
I agree. He was a really good heel in WCW.
Although some of his work he did at ECW. Oh.
Yeah.
Some of his promos.
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh, the match he had with Mikey Whipwreck. And he put Mikey over.
That's crazy.
The story goes that Paul wanted to put the belt on Austin, but Austin said no. He wanted to put Mikey over instead.
Oh, wow. Here's the thing. Even with everybody saying how, Steve took his ball, went home, I feel like everything Steve did most of the time, not all of the time, most of the time, was making the business better.
Mm-hmm. Well, you heard the story about why he left, because they wanted to book a match on Raw between him and Brock with no build and no story.
Why waste?
He said this should be a pay-per-view match.
Mm-hmm.
He said he didn't have a problem doing the job to Brock, but he didn't want to do it with no story. And they pushed. I guess it was a King of the Ring match. It was supposed to be.
Okay, so you got pictures? Are we going through pictures here?
No pictures this time. I didn't have the time to get it all together.
You mean we don't get the Stone Cold Steve Austin with the guitar and Kurt Angle with the little cowboy hat?
No, just to use your imagination.
I will. Believe me, I enjoyed that so much.
I was not a big fan of the Austin heel turn in 2001, but the stuff with Angle was gold.
Oh, so funny. So funny. The thing about it was that Austin became such a little bitch when he turned heel. He relied too much on Vince.
Yeah, my favorite thing was when he was singing to Vince, and then Vince would look away. He'd grab his leg to get his attention while singing. Mm-hmm. He was like a little kid trying to impress Daddy. Yep. Ugh, I just called Vince Daddy.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Ugh.
That's real creepy.
Yeah.
Especially knowing what we know now. That's real creepy.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Steve, back to Steve.
Back to Steve. Let's go back to WCW. The matches he had with Dustin Rhodes in WCW for the TV title, US title, were show stealers on those pay-per-views when like Luger was the world champ or the Steiners were around. But then just out of nowhere, you'd see Dustin and Austin have a match and just completely steal the show.
Austin always had that, like, I don't know. He's always had a presence about him. And I know a lot of people went back and watched what he did then more so as he got big at WWE.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone back and watched him like, man, why didn't we notice this sooner?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I don't think they had won the platform to do it on. Don't get me wrong, WCW had its following.
Austin was gone before Nitro.
Exactly. That's what I'm
crazy to think
saying
about.
now.
If Austin had been on Monday nights, it might have been a very different situation.
Might have been.
Maybe he would have been. I would like to think that he would have been put in the Horsemen.
I could see that. You know what, though? I don't think we would have got the Steve Austin that we got.
No, it'd still be Stunning Steve.
And I'm not sure he would be over like he was.
I don't think they would have let him be a babyface in WCW. I think they would have kept him as a heel. At least for the beginning of the Nitro era.
Yeah, but I don't think we would have got the Stone Cold that we know now.
No.
I don't think we ever would have got the screw your boss, let's drink beer, blah, 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 blah.
Out.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad they got rid of him when they did.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, Vince wasn't doing much with the Ringmaster when he came in.
I know. Don't remind me.
Should we talk about some of the names that were pitched to Steve?
Yeah.
What were your favorites?
What was the one? Well, I didn't mind the ring. I have to look it up because I don't remember all of them.
I'll just say my favorites were Chili McFreeze.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
And Fang McFrost. Because he said he was thinking of something with a cold theme, so that's what the geniuses and creative came up with.
What was Russo? What do you expect?
No, this is before Russo.
Oh, that was before Russo, wasn't it?
This was, I don't know who was in charge of the names, but I think that's when like Cornette and Pritchard and Patterson were doing creative. But I don't think they were in charge of like names. I think that would be creative services, like the people that came up with like the gear and all that stuff.
Fang McFrost.
Mm-hmm.
Snowman.
Mm-hmm.
Otto Von Ruthless.
Otto Von Ruthless. I forgot about Otto Von Ruthless.
Ice Dagger.
Ice Dagger I knew about.
Cruel Luke.
What?
Cruel Luke.
Why not just throw a hand in there? Cruel Hand Luke.
I know, right? Cool Cat.
Oh, he's not a cat.
And then Chili McFreeze are just a few of the more famous rejected gimmicks.
You don't think that Chili McFreeze could have gotten Steve to the World Championship?
No. And WWE also pitched the name Mr. Freeze to Austin, which would have meant he had the same name as a Batman villain.
Yeah. There would have been issues there.
Yeah.
Lucky for Steve, he came up with Stone Cold himself.
Yeah, because it was over like a cup of tea.
His cup of tea, he wasn't drinking his tea, and his wife said it was going to get Stone Cold.
Yeah. It's like such random things. Although,
but it's perfect.
We can't say much. There's times we've came up with things and just been shooting the shit and hey, that works. Let's do that. I mean, Good Judy. That came completely from Hoots and Judy's. That came completely from us sitting around shooting the shit. Judy Martin. There you go. That man right there. That's how we got Good Judy's.
Mm-hmm. Great Ubangi. Hoot Supreme. Barry Sinclair.
Hoot Supreme. But yeah, and then of course, there's when he won King of the Ring against Jake.
That's when he cut the promo. And I know he had probably the most success of his career after 97, but that SummerSlam with Owen really kind of derailed him with that neck injury.
It did.
Because he was still Steve Austin, but he wasn't the same wrestler he was before 1997.
No. But the beauty of that was, though, that he changed his moveset, and I think it actually worked out better for him.
Yeah, he never took big risks.
No.
In the ring.
You never seen him come off the top rope unless it was.
Would you ever see him do a moonsault?
Hell no. Hell no.
I mean, the most he ever flew was when he did that Fez press in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, that was about it.
But yeah, he altered his style to help out. Well, also, I mean, he had the knee problems.
Well,
hampered him.
yeah, but yeah, because those. I mean, when you think of Stone Cold, it's the knee braces, the black tights, the bald head, the leather vest.
The black tights and black boots that Bischoff said would never get over.
Now, AJ's still bitter. He's still bitter. If it weren't for Punk, Gunther, and Rhea, I wouldn't even bother watching Mania after that J Rumble win. All right.
I'm not prepared to agree with that because I need to know what else is going to be coming.
Yeah. All right. So back to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
He still had some of our favorite Monday Night Raw moments.
Mm-hmm. That 4-week
whole month.
period.
The whole month. The bedpan.
Do you think he gets on his knees and thanks the good Lord above for Vince McMahon?
I do. I really do. I mean, Vince is the one. Without Vince, it wouldn't be the Stone Cold we know.
No. I think he still would have been wildly popular, but Vince was the perfect foil for Steve.
Exactly. They played so well off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded so bad. But they were the polar opposites of each other. You had the white collar billionaire, and then you had the blue collar workhorse.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the blue collar workhorse finally telling him, "You know what? Kiss my ass. This is what we're doing."
Pretty much. And I mean, I could count. We could do a whole show on our favorite Steve Austin moments.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's one that always pops in my head. Mm-hmm. Of course, Bedpan McMahon and the Corvette and the cement truck, the beer truck.
The
Zamboni, the guitar with Angle.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of good stuff there.
He's on it.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Pause Stone Cold Steve Austin talk for a moment. Jay winning the Rumble is like Orange Cassidy beating everybody in AEW. Triple H and Florida Tony are the same person to me after that booking decision. I'm not going there.
He goes too far here.
He goes too far.
Now, I will agree that Jay winning is very similar to if Pockets won something like that, but I would take Jay over Pockets.
Any day.
Every day, yeah. And Triple H is still leaps and bounds above Tony. As a booker, as a human.
He builds stories.
He makes movies, as they say.
Right. All right, back to Stone Cold.
Okay. We won't go too much further on Stone Cold. I remember watching his match with Kevin Owens at a Fozzy concert with Mike Nargelinas in Aurora. Because Wrestlemania was on and we weren't there, so we were watching it on the phone.
Uh-huh. Now, I wasn't going to put it up. I was going to be nice. He just remember, he's been drinking since like 2.
True. Oh, man, he was on one on Saturday when I was
I bet. I know how AJ is.
And I hope he doesn't go hard. We don't have time for a rant on speed.
Yeah.
At this point. But no, Steve Austin, if we had started this going every week instead of doing once a month, I don't know how we didn't have Austin on there when he did. I mean, same thing with Flair and Hogan and all them. Sean, does Cope beat Moxley at AEW Revolution? I don't think so. I don't think they have any intentions of taking that belt off Moxley anytime soon.
Sean, I hate to be this person, but I really don't care.
Which is weird to hear from you, considering it's Cope.
They've destroyed him. And AJ just about made me spit out my water.
Even Mabel now, he's dead.
Yeah, it's hard. Anyway.
Hey, Mabel was supposed to be the third man in the NWO.
Yeah, that was a terrible thought, too. Okay.
All right, so, yeah, like the Austin, total no-brainer there. Well deserved.
Well, I think we were trying to get a lot more of the I think what a lot of it was, we were just trying to get a lot more of the legends.
We didn't want to go obvious every week.
Right.
For starters. I mean,
and then we had some that were, I mean, normally Steve would have went in before the Briscoes.
Right. Or Bray Wyatt.
Or Bray Wyatt. But there were reasons.
Yeah. I mean, Andre, Taker, and Dusty being the first three makes sense.
Yes. Yes. Well, Reb, are we ready to put a pin in this?
I think we are ready to put an end to this one. Make sure you join us tomorrow on the Independent Wrestling Shootout. We got our buddy Jason Pemberton, ace referee of the Midwest, coming on with us to talk about Pro Wrestling Glory, Dreamwave, all the other companies he works with. And we'll talk about stuff.
We've got results for PWE. We've got match announcements for 0-1. We'll have the match card for Dreamwave.
Yeah. We got to see if we got the matches for Hybrid.
That's not till March. They haven't put anything up yet.
Okay.
They haven't put anything up yet.
Yeah.
So
we got that. Then this Friday on the Extreme F and Review podcast, it's us and Dickie Wabash talking about Guilty as Charged 2000.
It's a hoot, guys.
It is a hoot. Man, it's so good. Dickie's so cool.
Dickie's a lot of fun.
Oh boy.
I'm not looking at my phone. I'm assuming that it's going off, so I'm not looking at it right now. But I will as soon as we get out of here.
Okay. Well, Minderz, let's get out of here. I got to pee, and then I got food waiting on me. So, thanks to our buddy Michelle for. Yes, but thanks to Michelle for joining us, giving us kind of the blow by blow what was going on in Indianapolis. It's cool getting the bird's eye account of what's going on.
It really is. I guess we could have asked Papa Cooper, but I know how you would feel about that.
I've been told not to have him back on.
Huh? Wait, who? Papa?
What?
Who told you that?
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy told you that? Okay.
Maybe if you catch me on a good day, if I'm on some medication, maybe we'll have him on.
Okay. I feel like we need to have him on because he does have that nosebleed. I like his nosebleed seats reels that he does on Facebook. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, and usually he agrees with what I say on those. I offer my opinion.
He won't admit it.
He won't admit it. Well, no, it's in the comments. So there's a record of it. So he has some intelligence.
Yeah.
But I digress. Minderz, let's get out of here.
Okay, yeah, let's.
All right. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. Until next week, for Minderz, this is Reb. Run y'all have a hard work stiff. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.